back on the line there. We've got a series of unemployed graduates in Umlazi. They've been rolling up their sleeves and they've been collecting rubbish for recycling. It's part of a bigger project called the Isiphepho Foundation. On the line is the founder of Isiphepho, Londi Mbuyisa. Londi, thank you so much for joining us.
Michelle, it's a great pleasure to be on your show. Good morning to you and your listeners.
Londi, you don't have your phone on, do you? Not your phone, your radio.
No, I don't.
Okay, no, not to worry. It's just feeding back a little bit, but don't worry about that.
Okay.
Londi, I watched the video yesterday of your team working their way along the beach and pulling so much plastic from the beachfront. It was quite an extraordinary vision for sure. Talk to us about Isiphepho, you founding it, and what you hope to gain from it.
Okay, firstly, Michelle, Isiphepho is a team of 35 youth that are passionate about the environment. Yes, majority of our team members are graduates from various fields that possess various expertise that basically make our team complete. So basically, what we aim to achieve has been to use the skills that we already have in the country, the skills of the graduates or the skills of our youth, to make sure that we increase the recycling rate, to ensure that we improve environmental awareness, and also create a township economy through waste, especially targeting Umlazi, where we are based or where we operate. So basically, our team, the work that we do, we basically conduct different awareness campaigns in households, schools, businesses, taxi ranks, trying to reach out to our community or trying to teach them about the impacts and the benefits of waste. Part of what we do is collect recyclables. We collect all different types of recyclables from our rivers, like you are mentioning the video you saw, where we were working on the beach, pulling out a lot of plastic waste in the beach. So we have an Adopt a River program, whereby we go there and we collect and then we separate all different types of recyclables. Like for an example, on a monthly basis, we collect a minimum of 10 tons to 12 tons of plastic waste. And we also have a separation at source program. Through that program, we aim at empowering our community, or we aim at educating about separating your waste at source. So we have the separation at source program within the informal traders and also in our schools.
So, Londi, one of the things you mentioned up front was recognizing the impact of waste, but also recognizing the potential value to some people that waste can offer. I want to start with the terrible impact of waste. And I want you to go back to that day that you decided, you know what, I recognize this. I see that this is making a difference in my world and other people's world, and it's not a good difference.
Oh, yes. Michelle, my whole career has been centered around environmental management and how communities are affected with the management decisions that are taken.
Yeah.
I worked as a president of wildlife for many years, and the biggest thing that was critical for me in the game reserves that I managed was stakeholder engagement, and the fact that we need community buy-in for them to support all our causes, for them to be able to participate in whatever programs that we put forward. So, being an environmentalist at heart, I've observed, there's a growing rate of illegal dumps. You see refuse bags being left unattended in every open space until they get torn by dogs. And that is not a good picture because the waste that you generate on land will be flushed or will be transported into our rivers and to our beaches, obviously affecting the biodiversity that exists there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we end up eating fish or that seafood, and it makes us sick at the end of the day. So, yes, which is why part of the work we do has been greatly on facilitating the cleanup campaigns. With the cleanup campaigns, it extends deeper than just cleaning in the shore. You clean or you remove all the waste on the shore, but at the end of the day, you are reducing the harm that could have ended up in our oceans and our beaches.
Londi, obviously one of the things, I think I've heard this before somewhere else as well, is that if you want to teach adults about waste, teach the children.
Definitely.
And their children will go home and they will remind their adults what waste is all about. How are you working in that kind of space?
Yes, teaching the youngsters has become a critical part of our program because, when you, for an example, in Umlazi Township, the biggest thing that we have observed is that, when you walk down the road and you ask a citizen or you ask a child, what is recycling? Do you know the benefits of recycling in the environment? You find that the knowledge or the level of awareness is very limited.
Yeah.
So we have basically developed a school separation at source program, and we have gone and registered 20 schools in Umlazi currently. Through the program, we basically teach the learners about separation at source. We teach them about the value of the circular economy, and we also teach them about the impacts, the negative and the positive benefits of waste. To just develop interest in the green carriers, because it has a different space. When we grew up in the township, where I was a learner in the township, there was no opportunities for career guidance. No one could come and tell us that you can actually have a career in the environment. Environmental careers are there. So educating is also part of instilling the responsibility to our youngsters. When we teach the youngsters, or when we teach the learners in schools, they in turn take that information home, and they will reprimand their mothers and fathers. They will tell them, do not throw litter through the window, do not dump, and through that we are changing attitudes. And we are making an impact.
I must say, I love this idea of the Separation at Source program. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant idea. Londi, I imagine running something like Isiphepho can't be easy. It is a not-for-profit. You would have to constantly be fundraising for a project like this. How do you do it, and how can people support you?
Yeah,